What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a review for you. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, this one's going to be a little bit different. Bear with me. It is a piece of EDC gear that I particularly like for myself because I use it in a variety of different ways. We're going to be looking at the JBL Tune 125. All right, I know this is a little bit different, but bear with me. I recently, or not so recently, actually, it's been quite a little bit of time that's passed since I did the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. So I was very curious because I had mixed feedback, right? I've had some folks tell me they've had some issues with them, and I've had other folks tell me they've had really good luck with them. For me, particularly, my Raycons have been very dependable. I've had no issues whatsoever. But I did want to check to see what competition's out there for those folks that have said that they have issues with them. I personally have a JBL Charge 3. I've had it for many years. The wife and I take it down to the beach, use it on the sand all the time. It's around water, and it has been super reliable without any issues save one. For some reason on my Charge 3, it has the option to be a charger as well, and the port that is used as a USB charger doesn't work anymore. But outside of that, for its main intent and purposes, it's been providing sound music that sounds really good on hours of charges without any issues whatsoever. And I mean, the sound quality is fantastic. So I figured let's check out a couple of JBLs, and I'm really excited to get into these. So I've had these for a little while now, been taking them with me to the gym. I've been putting them in one ear, using them mono to listen to podcasts while I've been working on reports and things of that nature. I've used them for yard work, actually. I've gone out and thrown some seeds down and stuff like that because that's that time of year. And I'm ready to kind of dive into these. So I wanted to just get a simple set of just basic black ones. It said that they were on sale. These were coming in under 100 at 89 bucks, so I think they're phenomenal value for what you're getting with these. But I do want to kind of talk about them. So you do have this magnetic charging case on here, which I actually have found that I like a little bit more than the Raycon, because the Raycon is perfectly circular. So for me, these go into the backpack, and they go into, and I'll show you really quick, they go into the, I think the Bluetooth might have turned on my phone there, so I apologize if it did. Actually, it won't make a difference because I'm using the mic on the computer, so we're good to go. So the Raycons, as you can see, are perfectly round, but as far as going into the case, these are going to be a little bit nicer because they lay flat, and they're not going to be as pronounced as far as sticking up. So these are going to actually sit in here a little bit nicer, and I'm going to be able to lay my gear a little bit better than I do with these. I like to carry that pouch when I go to the gym, not at my work, but the one that is closest to the house. So, but these are really nice. They have really good sound. So let's kick back to the earbuds really quick. I'm hoping that they are not drawing the sound, but I forgot I just said that I'm using the mic. So very comfortable the way that these work. One of the draws that I liked about this is they are like the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. They have a soft pad that actually has a physical click on it. So I have tried the touch ones before, and they advertise that they have this space on the outside to handle and move them, and when I'm trying to reposition them and push them down into the ear, I'm always hitting the button by accident. So that is one of the reasons that I do like these soft touch styles, where it has a little bit of, it has the smaller button, a little bit easier to use, and it's a soft touch to click into it. Now these are a little bit bigger, and I'm going to do a versus or a battle against the Raycons where we'll go through that, but these I noticed were a little bit longer, but I wasn't really sure why. I think it's because these do go a little bit further down into the ear canal, and these do stick out a little bit further, but I think the other part of that is whatever driver is in here is of a better quality. So very comfortable. You have multiple sizes here, guys. You got small, medium, and large. I don't know if they have anything else on the site, but the mediums fit in my ear for both of these, the Raycons and for the JBLs. They fit very well, very comfortable. I'm able to wear them for long periods of time, pain free, which I really do appreciate about that. The way the JBLs work, it's very simple. On one side, you have fast forward as one click, rewind as two clicks, and then on the other side, you have pause play as one click, and then you are able to use your virtual companion, whatever one you have, whether that's Android or iPhone. You're able to initiate the companion and you can talk to the companion. I'm trying not to say it on camera so I don't activate anybody's, but you can activate the companion with that and do voice commands. And then I think, if I recall correctly, you can answer and hang up with that same command prompt. Now, I haven't had them a super long time, so I can't remember which one is which. I think the right side is pause play, and I think the left side is fast forward rewind, but I can't remember the third click, so I'll do my best to throw that up on the screen, but we'll probably cover that in the battle. Battery life on these have been fantastic. They've been in the backpack all week. Now, this is the charging box, so every time I throw it back in there, it recharges them. I think the earbuds themselves have like continuous 8 hours of play. My editor might have to correct me there. And then I think this has like 20 to 30 hours to charge these back up on, so they do last quite a long time. The Raycons, I've gone weeks without charging them. I've gone a full week without having to recharge the case on these particular ones. The quality on here feels really nice. They feel very well made. And again, I love that these here have the right and the left indicator on there in case you drop them. You won't get mixed up which goes in which ear and which side goes in which side as far as going back into the charger themselves. And the audio, guys, the audio on here is fantastic. It will just work off of whatever equalizer setting you have on the device that you're using to listen to these on. So just keep that in mind when you're using this particular set. It doesn't use the app. JBL does have an app for that, but it's really no different than the Raycons. I do have the Raycons constantly on the base one. These I don't need that for. These are very robust. They have a very broad range of sound to them. Very clear, very crisp. The driver for the bass that replicates that sound works fairly well. Even at low volume, it works really well. Now, here's where I will say one thing that I did notice with these is if you're using them mono and you're just doing like a podcast type thing where you're listening while you're working on something else, I have found that I do end up wanting to turn the volume up a little bit because these feel more balanced between the right and the left, whereas with the Raycons I didn't really have to do that. I could put the one earbud in on the Raycon and the volume was strong enough to where I could still hear it, and I didn't feel like I needed to turn it back down if I were to put the right ear back in there. Very comfortable. They didn't seem to shake loose, which I can't say about the Raycons. The Raycons, when I was cutting grass and sometimes when I was working out, they would wiggle free, even though I was using the best size that I could as far as the retention. I have not had that issue with these at all, working out in the yard, anything like that. So these have been really good for that. I honestly would recommend these over top of the Raycon Everyday, and I'll break down more of the differences in there. It's not a clear-cut win or a walk-away win for the JBLs. I would say if the main thing you're looking for is sound, these definitely have the better sound quality in my opinion. As far as the functionality, there are some things that I do like about the Raycon. I do like the Raycon being a little bit more compact. They don't stick out as much, but I think that's probably why the JBLs do have that better sound quality, is because they probably have more robust drivers in there to emulate that bass to make the music sound really, really good. Plus, JBLs have always had very good clarity from any experience that I've had with any JBL product, whether that be car audio, the little portable Bluetooth speakers, and now these earbuds. So I do like the quality from them. I feel like they're pretty consistent as far as the sound and what you're getting for the money. But for the Raycons, I do like that they were a little bit more compact, and their controls are a little bit better. And what I mean by that is, if you do want to turn the volume up and down on the JBLs, you need to be near that device. These do not control the volume. The Raycons, on the other hand, that first control, the one tap on either side, turning it up, turning it down, that is an added plus or a point, in my opinion, for the Raycon. So it's just an example why I say it's not a super clear-cut walk away win for the JBLs, but I really do like these. The Raycons come in at $79, these come in at $89, and I think they're worth the extra $10 100%. The audio quality to me blew it away, and then the fact that they stay retained so well and so comfortable so long. So I'll do a versus, or a comparison, I guess I should say, against the everyday carry, everyday, what is it called? Raycon Everyday Buds, if you're interested in that and how they compare, if you're considering the two of them. Otherwise, I can easily recommend these, and they'll be linked down below for you. Shout out for watching to this point of the video. It does help the algorithm. Shout out to everyone out there that enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like if you did down below. It does help. And make sure that you have your notification bell turned on if you're subscribed. Special thank you to the channel members. I appreciate that extra support. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.